Hello, Tracy here, welcome back to my channel. Today I want to do some scrappy pads. I've got all of this that I have grabbed out of my box. That's just leftover scraps. I grabbed this, which, what did I use this for? This was for a project. It's the vintage lace or background lace collection from TaylorMade Journals. So that's just scrappy bits that I wanted to add. I've got the sticker book and I thought, well, that would be cool to add. A couple of, well, I've got 2 pages of this that I quite like the writing. And I've got stamps out. So, and I think it was either Kate or Pauline that gifted these to me, so I want to use these too. And then I've got like this bundle of lace from Which Craft Do You Do. So we're going to make at least 4 because I've got 4 of these left. I actually have some wax stamps and things. I just have never got around to it, so I probably need to have a play and do my own. But for now, let's use what I've got, and that will make me feel good that I'm using stuff up. So let's get started. Right, so for the back, I've got a bit of old ledger paper there too. I'm kind of thinking, well, let's do this. That's already inked. Don't know what it was from, but what I like to do is just layer them up, different types. And how many did we do in this one? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we've got 1, 2, 3. Yes. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we've got that, and then let's put that on it. So then, quick and easy, I'm just going to staple up the top to hold it all. And then I'm going to grab my ruler and I need to trim a bit off that one. And I actually don't mind the rest how it's sitting at the moment. I actually don't mind that. Let's put maybe something there. Why not just use this page up? Don't know what that is. Little bug or something. Come on. So if we put that there, and then let's pick something to go there. I've just got this sheet here. Let's do this one. It's always a risk when you do it this way because you might misstamp it. And these stamps haven't been used before either, so I'm not quite sure how that will stamp. And what I might do is actually just put something underneath there just to even it out. And there. So not great, but it will do. I don't mind it. So we've got that, and then what we need, so this is out, let's use this. Or actually, so I've got my scraps here. I could use, yeah, I like that. So let's mark that. So how have you all been? I've been getting better is what I will say. after staying home all week and just resting, listening to what everyone's telling me and resting. So yeah, I like that. I like that a lot. I'm not inking, I'm not doing anything like that. That just adds a bit of colour to it. So then let's just glue this on. Yeah, I've been resting. I've been cooking chicken stews and a Jamie Oliver recipe I found ages ago with leftover chicken. Absolutely love it. It's got mushrooms and carrots and fresh rosemary and bay leaves and onions and all yummy goodies. So I've been eating that. I've been having cottage cheese with celery at lunchtime, just having all those goody things that definitely help you to get better. Right, let's have a look. Oh, it's all tied up. Why don't we use... So this just came in a little baggie from Which Crafter You Do. So we could use that across the top, and do we want to introduce a colour? Because I do want to use those. Oh, I quite like that one. Yep, let's use that one. I can hear Miss Ruby outside wanting to come into my craft room. She's not outside, she's just in the hallway. I will do a walkthrough of my craft room when it's tidy again, so you can see the really cool big antique cupboard that I got from Mum. And I'll show you Adam and Ruby and Molly if she's around. There's another one. Cool, I'm happy I'm using those up. So what to use, it's not exactly straight. Actually, let's find a base first. How about just using this as a base? And that's far too long, but that's okay. I'm going to turn that up that way. And we could, no, we're not doing ledger against ledger. I can hear you, Ruby. 3. Let's get a piece of this. 4. And then a piece of this. 5. And my roller's hiding. It's good thing I've got 2 beside me, really, isn't it? Let's do that. Do I like that? Yep. Might do a couple more up before we, actually I want to use this, before we start ripping them down. So let's use this as a base, introduce let's introduce some scrap paper from the digital kits. So let's use that as a base. We could use that, and actually, instead of wasting it, oh no, because I don't like the white underneath. So let's just carry on. See what else I've got here. The music paper. I'll rip that down. Then we want a plain bit of paper. Oh, look at that, it's already stamped. Maybe. Or and 5. Oh dear, I think Ruby really wants in here. Right, where's my scissors? I'm going to cut across the top of there. And then let's make sure we get all of those together, and then we'll fix that up later. And see how many little, okay, we've got 2, 3, so we need to make one more. And I'm going to use this again. Let's just do it about there. We got a bit of tea stain. Ledger. Oh dear, she really is sad and wants to come in. Let her in a minute. So that's got some leaves in it. So 1, 2, 3. Actually, let's put that behind 4. 5, and then 6. Easy. So once you get into the swing of things, it's pretty like labour intensive really. Let's just put that on there. Right, so now what we're going to do is just see how long we want that. So I want that, that, and maybe there. So there's one. I'm going to trim that up there, trim that, I'm going to have to let Ruby in a minute because her little crying at wanting in. Right, that doesn't matter that that's torn there, and then maybe like that. So there's that one. But we could actually put that in going to just trim that up. There we are. Get rid of those little bits and pieces before I carry on. And then this one. Have a longish one. Right, now we're cooking. Now we're cooking. So, let's do this number one here. And let's go up the side of that one. And that's pretty cool because that's already got a stamp there. So I'm just going to pop that there. And then what do we want for this one? Let's put a signature across here. There. So that will be those done, used to put them away. Now we've got a stamp there. Let's have a look. Get these little just sort of moving things around so I can see what I'm doing, because at the moment I'm covered in bits. So let's just put that away, put those away. Do we want to? So I don't need to stamp on there. I think what I want is to put, oh no, actually, let's put a key. Poor Ruby. She can't see her mum. There's a key there. And let's just put just a little baby stamp there. See how that stamps. There. That's good enough for me. Good enough for me. So we'll put VersaFine Clear away. So we know where it is for next time. Put that away. Put that on top. Aren't I good? Look at me go. Putting things away as I'm finished with them. Oops, does that even want to go in there? Come on. It's got to be a better way of storing these in these horrible cellophane bags. Right, that's that. They're gone. Right, now. So we could use the other half of that. I quite like that. And I don't care if it goes just over. Let's just so that goes. Don't don't think we want quite that much at the front, so maybe like that would be better. Yep, and I am going to trim this slightly. And there we are. So there's one. Now what else? Got this left over from last time, so we could actually let's do it on that one. And what else have we got in here? That can be folded. Let's use that. Oh, that side will do. Pop that on there and trim that there. Don't need that, so I can put that away, and let's glue these down. One. So these are good for using up all your scraps and then putting in pockets in your different journals. You could corner around these corners if you wanted to. I'm not going to, but I am going to trim this one like so. Okay, and then let's do the last one. So yeah, all different sizes, just whatever the scrappy pads decide to be size wise. What I will do after this is I've got a pile of this out on my desk, so I'm just going to sit here and I'll make a whole lot. I won't put the wax seals on the top or anything like that because I don't have any more made up. But I guess that will be something I will have to do. Let's use this up on a couple of these, and I've got that nice little bit that will go with something, and I can actually see this, which let's just trim a bit of that off. And then we've got, so that one definitely with that, and then we've got purple one and that one. Let's put this down. Out of the way. Cool. Happy that I have used these up. Very cool. It's the first time I've actually used them in any kind of project, to be fair. So that's really cool, and really cool that they were a gift. And we'll put that one, I'll put that one there. Cool. So there you have it. Using stamps, using scraps of paper, using scraps of book page, using scraps of scrapbook paper, and lace, and these wax seals. So I hope you've enjoyed that. I hope you've crafted along with me. Let me know, and we will catch you next time. Bye for now.